Cyprus football, the passion and thrill. The passion and thrill. The stadium's roar, you can feel the chill. You can feel the chill. The teams are ready, the battles will start. The battles will start with dreams of glory, they'll play with heart.
Kalimera, Kalispera, wherever time you're watching, this is Mappa. Stel's here, Thaso is here, and we are back. We're back with more bombers. Isn't that right, Thaso?
Bonjour, bonsoir, tout le monde. Sur This is Mappa.
I like this.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
like this a
you
lot.
like
Well
it?
done.
Yes,
Very
merci.
good. I'm
Merci.
impressed.
Merci.
Okay.
Yeah.
Showing off now.
I am on I. Yeah. Yep.
Well, listen, I'm going to need your services soon when it comes to the French speaking stuff. And yeah, we discussed this off air. We're not going to go into that now. But a lot has happened this week in the last 7 days, has it not?
A lot has happened in the last 7 days.
We're going to cram it in. We're going to cram it in. It's like when you're about to go on holiday and you've only got 20 kilos and you're just cramming it all in the suitcase and you're jumping up and down on it.
Yep, pretty much.
That's
Pretty
what we're
much.
gonna be doing.
And then you show up at the airport and the guys are like, it's 1 kilo over, and your dad and your dad's screaming and going, for 2 bags of sugar, you're gonna charge me 30 euros for 2 bags of sugar. Or is that
Yeah.
just me?
No, we had the halloumi problem a few years ago. I'm not going to get into that.
Yes.
So tonight there was a Champions League encounter between Pafos and Monaco. And Thaso, let's get right into it.
Yes, there it is. So another draw in the Champions League for Pafos, this time versus France's Monaco. Minamino put Monaco ahead very early on. David Luiz bagged another goal for Pafos as an equaliser, but then Pafos were picked back 8 minutes later. But once again, a late goal equalises it. I was going to say wins it, but it didn't win it. Equalises it for Pafos.
It felt like a winner.
What a freak goal it was as well. So, corner comes in from Sunic and he gets cleared back to him. And he crosses the ball back in. David Luiz heads the ball and it hits the crossbar and comes down. And there's a mix-up between the goalkeeper and Mohamed Salisu,
Ex-Southampton.
who's sorry?
Ex-Southampton.
Oh, yes. Is he ex-Southampton?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it proves, I guess it proves why he did what he did then. But yeah, he goes to, I don't know, scissor kick it out, or I don't know what the hell he was thinking to do. And it basically just poked it into the back of his own net.
Yep.
2-2. Calamity for Monaco. Scenes for Pafos.
Yes.
Massive scenes.
Yes.
Yeah. One of us saw this coming from a long way away. I go play tennis every Saturday, and my coach is like digging into me all the time about Cypriot football teams, and he's a PSG fan, but he said to me, "Oh yeah, Monaco, or Monaco going to Cyprus. I think Monaco are going to beat them, aren't they?" And I said, "I don't think so, because Monaco confirmed that they weren't going to train on the pitch the day before."
Oops.
Yeah. And from what I gather from the Monaco following accounts on X over the last hour or two, basically they fielded a weakened defense. So, yeah, Monaco disrespected, the coaches specifically disrespected Pafos, and they're paid for it.
Yep.
Now, so you want to hear something funny?
Go on.
You want to hear something funny? Does everybody want to hear something funny?
Go on.
Now, the Man of the Match award for every game gets given by the UEFA technical observer at every game.
Yes.
The man of the match for this game is one Mohamed Salisu. Yeah. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we? If you go on Monaco's X account, it's there. And all the comments underneath it in French are, is this a joke? What the hell is this? Why are you treating us like clowns? Etc. All the way down, all the way down. All the
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'll tell you something else that's amazing, Thasso.
Yeah, go on.
I put this tweet out earlier and I added our friend Sophie, our good friend Sophie, the Arsenal fan in the United States. And I put a message saying, Derek Lucason's winner was against Villarreal, came from a corner. Pafos' first goal tonight, David Luiz header from a corner. The own goal came effectively from a corner. Set piece again, ole, ole, ole.
Ole, ole, ole. Hold on.
And she said it's contagious.
It is, isn't it? Right. Just before, I'll just show the picture of Salisu accepted the Player of the Match award there. Can people see that? Look how happy he looks. He's ecstatic about that award.
Thrilled.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh dear. The comments from all the from all the Monaco fans it's something to behold. I suggest anybody, like, if you've got an X account, is look up the AS Monaco account and then just hit the translate button on all of them.
Well, if it's anything like when it translates the Greek headlines, the Cypriot headlines.
The top comment here that I'm looking at right now is a video of Zinedine Zidane just laughing his head off. And it says, no, really, UEFA change nothing.
Amazing.
There's another one here, is a
Absolutely
gif of Emmanuel Macron going, oui, d'accord.
Oh, crying out loud. Well, look, Buffalo have only lost one game.
Correct.
1 game out of 5. Correct?
Mhm.
5?
Yeah.
5.
5 now.
So they've got Juventus and Chelsea left. And there's still a chance they could get out of the group. Still a chance. Slim,
Well,
there's a chance.
Listen, the amount of disrespect Pafos have been getting in this group stage so far, I wouldn't like the home game. They could probably get a result against one of those two teams.
Yep. Well, they're 24th at the moment, which means they're still in the competition. They're still, there or thereabouts. So, Club Brugge are losing. Eintracht Frankfurt are losing. So, Olympiacos are losing. So, it doesn't look like there's going to be any changes.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good, man.
So far,
so good.
So good.
Exactly. And they're level with Monaco and Juventus. And Marseille. And there were people saying they're going to be the whipping boys. Well, the whipping boys are actually Ajax. Fucking hell. Ajax, Kairat, Villarreal, Olympiacos, Bodo Glimt, Slavia Prague, Benfica, Mourinho's Benfica, Copenhagen, Eintracht Frankfurt, Athletic Club, Club Brugge, Union. I can't do the rest of it. You can do it.
Oh, Union Saint-Gilloise.
That one. Yeah, that one. So they're above all of them. Whipping boys. Whoosh! Yes.
Cyprus.
Anyway.
Cyprus is fucking massive, mate. It's
Dawson.
huge. It's huge.
Dawson.
It's so big.
Massive. Anyway, shall we go on to domestic stuff now?
Yeah, speaking of massive, let's go into this massive mess.
Yes. All right, so let's go with the first game, shall we? And Agrida beats Krasava by 3-0. Haji Vasily scoring from the spot, but then Bahasa was sent off for that flailing elbow. Agrida made it 2 with Haji Vasily again, and then Romo made it 3 to give Mario Nicolau a victory on his debut as head coach. That's all.
Yes. Agridas playing a good game. They played a good game. I think Janevski said it well in the press conference. They got the penalty earlier on. Then they went into counter-attacking mode and waited for Krasava to come at them. Second half, sending off, ill discipline again. How many sendings off have Krasava had this season so far? And it just fell apart for them. And then Roma scored the third goal in the 98th minute from a counter attack. So
it was a great header, to be honest.
It was a great finish. It was. Yeah. Yes.
Listen,
so
I thought that Krasava would be a bit of a problem this season in terms of their budget and some of the signings that they made in the summer. Now, sacking Liasso Luga right now doesn't look like it was a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, we thought that Janevski might do something because obviously he knows the league, the same rhetoric that we hear, and he can kind of keep clean sheets. But at the moment, it doesn't look like he can get anything right, the poor bloke.
No. I mean, look, this is the 7th defeat in a row that they've had in the league. So it's not looking good. And the problem again, it's down to this discipline, isn't it? They're not.
Yeah.
They're not able to keep their heads. I mean, the elbow from Bahasa he's just been frustrated by the Agridas player. I think it's Fernandez
dragging his shirt.
Yeah, he's basically trying to rip his shirt off, and he's reacted there. And I don't think that you can have any complaints about the red card. And you can see as well, if you watch back the highlights, you can see Fernandez for the rest of the game. He's just got tissue paper in his mouth. He's playing the rest of the game like this.
Well, at least there was a team doctor there.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is a rumor going round that Janevski is going to be out the door pretty soon. We've been given one name of a head coach that is tipped for the job, but I don't think he wants it.
No.
I don't think he wants it.
No, I mean, yeah.
Sorry.
There's certain conditions that you need to meet to be a Krasava head coach that you won't necessarily have elsewhere.
No.
as Haralambidis found out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, shall we move on to the next one? Because I think listen, I'm just going to be honest with you, right? When the fixture list came out, I didn't expect Anorthosis to be where they are. So when this game rolled around, I said to myself, this is either going to be a bore draw or it's going to be an utter cracker. And I don't think this is even the game that's going to come up. Is it still? Oh, it is. Oh, there you go. Excellent. So, Paralimni took the lead early on against Anorthosis through Sesko, but Karamanoli equalized. I can't even get that right from a corner. But then Furtado put the ball in his own net to make it 2-1 to Paralimni. But then Stefano Sensi whipped in a free kick to make it 2-2. And right at the end, Tasso, Stefan Vukic scored. He was onside as well. And Anorthosis win the game by 3-2, although I don't think the Paralimni goalkeeper will be too happy with that because he actually slipped as the ball came into the box. But hey, it's a win for terrorist Tim.
Yep.
It's a win for Anorthosis. They've wiped the sweat off their bald head like me. And they are now very, very confident they can even get into the top 6, I'm hearing from some of their fans.
Canire parascesidedo. Calm down, man. Calm down. Calm down. Look, we always said that Anorthosis, regardless of how rubbish the team is, or the performances or whatever else, that they should be safe regardless. They shouldn't be, anywhere near the bottom 3, but they won't be anywhere near the top 6.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, it's something that we said a few weeks ago. With that squad that they have, there's no way that they should be down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they should be down at the bottom. And of course, Mr. Tim is going to get most of the credit for keeping them up or making them survive. But when I see those players on that field, especially when they went 2-1 down, their heads did not drop once.
Correct.
And I don't think it's because of him. Because, Thasso, I'm going to do this right now, and people are going to get at me, right? Because at halftime, this is what we saw.
Yep.
Players are coming off the pitch. This is Terrorist Tim and his stuff. So, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, who went in there and gave the team talk? I know who did it. I know who did the team talk. It was Yaya Fodini.
There you go.
Yaya Fodini went in there, burst them all into flames, and then they went in there and bossed the game.
She gave them hell. Now, for all we know, they went in afterwards and they, I don't know, riled them up and did a tactical masterclass explanation of what needed to happen. But that, for me, when I saw that, I said, shit, they've got problems. Mm-hmm. They've got big problems. But it just seems that the players are carrying the squad. They're carrying the whole fucking Anorthosis universe right now.
Well, yeah.
It's mad.
I mean, the main one is Stefano Sensi, isn't it? Now, which is worrying for Anorthosis, because apparently he's impressing enough for some clubs to be interested in him. I mean, to the point where the rumors were about that basically Stella had to come out and say, listen, we're Anorthosis, clubs need to respect us. Yeah. So if they do want to make an offer for Sensi, then the door's open.
Phones are on.
Yeah, phones are on. The door is open. But you need to respect Anorthosis. So,
well, which player was it a couple of years ago when they were holding out for a transfer fee, and then he ended up leaving in the summer?
That would be what's his name?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Not Macoun.
Macoun was a central defender, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was the right back. What was his name? It was the right back.
He was at Barcelona for a bit. I forget his name now.
It was the right back, but basically, I think they received a transfer offer for him in January. Yeah. But Sandis and Prieto rejected the offer, thinking that they were going to get more, and instead didn't pay him for the rest of didn't pay his salary for the rest of the time he was there.
Flipping hell.
Yes.
It's all mad.
Yep. But anyway,
I'm trying to check their squad now to see who it was, because it's gonna kill me now.
Yeah, right back.
Why is it not coming up on the screen now?
It was the right back.
It was. Come on. Wagwe.
That's the one.
Wagwe. Musa Wagwe, yeah. And now he is currently at Banserraigos.
Well, there you go. I guess. Anyway.
Ain't your mate Waris, though?
Sorry.
Anyway.
Now, on the
Now.
Paralimni side, we have now official confirmation that Mr. Fangero has left. And yeah, after 3 weeks of Stell in particular being sat on this info, we can now actually report on it because other places are reporting on it as well. Is that Paralimni have been talking to Jason Punchin about the job? So watch this space.
Yes.
Watch this space.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. But hey.
Mm.
Anyway, there's that. Shall
That
we go
is
on to the next?
Yes, let's go.
Yes, that's all more. Let's go on to the next game where Omonia Aradipu beats Ethnigo by 3-2. Bondigo scored the first in the 24th minute, and Deregen continued his fine form with the equalizer. Jorginho then made it 2-1 to Omonia Aradipu, but then Confe was sent off for that. Naughty, naughty boy. But Pablo Gonzalez leveled it up with 20 minutes to go. However, with 4 minutes of normal time remaining, Bondigos made it 3-2 to Omonia Aradipu. What a result. What a performance. And Mr. Sacha with the hairy tongue got the win.
He did it. Yeah, cracking game. I was expecting a 1-0 win for Achna because Omonia Aradipu haven't been scoring, but they haven't been conceding that many either. So, especially because of the way Kostic just plays in general. But great game. I just want to say something about Bondigos as well. Is the way he was peeling off the last defender all game. Fantastic the way he played. And there was a couple of moments where Omonia Aradipu could have got a fourth towards the end of the game as well.
That's right.
But I think it's Mekawi he missed when it was probably easier to score.
Yeah.
Again, following a long ball and Bondigos timing his run and then crossing the ball in from the byline. So yeah, great game.
And Bondigos is one of these players that, again, obviously goes under the radar. He's only 24 years old, and he was at Omoni's academy, he was at Salamina, he was at Xilodimbu, he was at Aez. He went everywhere, really. And now it's almost as if he's found his home. He was pretty decent last season as well, and he could play anywhere across the front three. So yeah,
well, watch him. I think again, it's a bit at the moment. He's a bit of a discount rate bitter with the runs and his finishing hasn't been great. Although the 2 goals this game will do wonders for his confidence, so we should probably see him do a lot better over the next 2-3 weeks. So let's keep an eye on him.
Yep,
keep an eye.
Absolutely. Right. Moving on, Thasso. So Ike went to Lefkosia and absolutely battered Olympiago by 4-1. Bajic gave them the lead early on. Milicevic then grabbed his 7th of the season. Look at that for a finish. Nice one for a centre-back. Rubio then made it 3 directly from a corner. I don't know what was going on there. I'm not going to say nothing else. Pere Pons made it 4. Olympiago pulled one back on the stroke of half-time, but that was that. It was an utter, I don't know, man. It was just a demolition, wasn't it, Thasso? You messaged me, and it was just like, what the hell's going on here?
I watched this game, man. I did the first 15 minutes. It was as if there was only one team on the pitch. It was just attack after attack after attack from Ajax. They completely dominated, ruined Olympiacos. And the only reason it didn't finish more than 4-1 was basically because Ajax knew they'd won the game by half time, and so they just calmed the possession down, did fine.
Well, look, obviously they've got a Conference League game tomorrow. It's almost as if they wanted to get that game over and done with so they can get on the plane and fuck off, really. It's just like, get the job done. And they got it done within half an hour. I don't think there's anything else we can really say about the game. It was just one way. Completely
did them. And there was, It was
It was
unbelievable.
Good preparation for the game tomorrow. So
Yeah.
let's see. Right on time, Thasso. Right
Ah,
on time.
yeah.
Because
All
we
right, go
know
on.
what's coming, don't we? We know what's
Go on.
coming. Let's go.
Los jueces reparten sanciones sin pudor. Corrupción en la sombra, rumores que van, pero el alma del hincha no se puede comprar. Esto es maldad, pasión sin parar, drama eterno que no va a terminar. Entre risas, escándalos y verdad brutal, el fútbol de Chipre es un carnaval.
So, in case you didn't know, AEL beat Abuel by 2-1. Their first victory against Abuel at the Gazibi for what, 14 years, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Thomas gave Abuel the lead from the spot. Conceição, who is my right back of the season. I don't care what anyone says. I think he's fantastic. He was incredible last season. And then Magriz, in added time, made it 2-1. Thasso, over to you.
It's a problem that's been happening at Abuel a lot this season, is that they absolutely boss the first half, completely destroy, don't score enough goals, and then for some reason it just off for the second half. Completely different team, no changes whatsoever by the coach, rightly so, because Abuel dominated that first half, and then it just went. Now, before Ruslan comes in about all the penalty shouts and whatnot, right? Both those penalties were penalties, yeah, on the AEL side and on the Abuel side, despite the complaints from everybody on both sides. They were both penalties. Now, that last kick of the game thing from Magris, it like as soon as the counter attack started, I was like, no, and yeah, there goes the goal.
I thought he took a heavy touch before he shot. I thought, the chance is gone. But
yeah. I've been defending Brawson a lot, but he should have just gone in and got rid of it instead of tracking back and staying off Magris. I mean, we're going to look at another goal later where you could say the same thing. But yeah,
one goal.
What?
Well, just one?
Yeah,
just one.
Just one of the goals. Yeah, but yeah, Magris. Listen, you shouldn't be leaving Magris alone, regardless of what time he came onto the pitch. Magris is a very dangerous player, especially out on that wing with the through balls, counter attacks, and we deserved to lose that game. The second half was a mess. It was an absolute mess.
Well, Sodirio went off injured. Apparently, he's going to be out for 4 weeks.
Yep.
So there's that striker issue. Obviously, Abanya's back, which you're pleased about, but he's not 100%. Yep. What I will say, though, is while people could argue that AEL rode their luck because you guys had quite a few opportunities, especially second half, I think without Hugo Martins on the bench, I expected them to fold, especially going down early-ish anyway. But that second half performance, they frustrated you guys. They look dangerous on the counter-attack every single time. And I'm going to repeat what I said the last time we did a review with Abuel, when I said, there's only so many times you can get away with getting a last-minute equalizer or playing badly and then nicking a point. And lo and behold, it didn't even take 2 weeks, really.
Yeah, it's a problem. I don't know why there's this change in psychology once the second half starts. I don't know what the hell's going on. First half, brilliant. Second half, dog shit. And I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Well, look, Is there? And we're going to go into this in a bit because there's obviously stuff coming out of your club, even though nothing's really confirmed yet or anything's really been said. But is there a chance that perhaps some players are not receiving payments and they're kind of like, nah?
Or you think they're receiving half payment, so they're only playing half the games?
You go.
I wouldn't put it past Mr. Manidaras. But listen, we've got to say well done to IL as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you did already. We need to say well done to them because the performance in the second half, the fight back was, I think, what the team needed as well. Because they needed to start getting some results rather than just performances. And yeah, they did it.
Yeah, I mean, players like Glavcic that came on, Bogdan came on, they did well. Forestieri obviously was involved in the penalty.
Yeah.
And there's something else that we need to talk about because the person that came on for Forestieri, Morgan Ferrier, who, might I add, he was baptized the other day and there was a really good video that's on social media and he looked absolutely ripped. No homo, obviously, but something was said by the commentator. I'm going to bring it up and then I'll let you say what you need to say.
Και το καιρό να το δούμε τον Ferrier, τώρα που τον είδα και στα κοντινά πλάνα, αλλά και από μακριά, τον βλέπω λίγο, μπορεί να κάνω και λάθος με περιττά κιλά. Μπορεί να κάνω και λάθος. Ίσως να είναι και από τους λόγους που... Εντάξει. Ναι, τον θυμάμαι, είναι, εντάξει, έχει όλα τα, έχει την δύναμη, τα σωματικά προσόντα, αλλά τον βλέπω έτσι λίγο πιο...
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just like, he knew what he said was wrong, which is why you've got that awkward silence in the first bit.
I think it was Andrea Stavro that saved him. He was like, wasn't he?
So we'll say what he said, right? He in English, he said, we haven't seen him for a while, but up close and actually from far away as well, he looks like he's put on a bit of weight. And then there's like this awkward silence because he knows what he said. And then there's the colour
Andrea's just trying to change the subject.
Yeah.
He's like,
it was like, yeah. And then he says it again, but in a different way.
I could be wrong. He goes, I could be wrong. It's just like said what he had to say. Then he's like, oh, I could be wrong. Then he doubled down on it. It was like, oh, I could be wrong.
Lithium plasma. What? What is that?
Oh my god!
What is that?
Plasma. Oh my god!
And rightly so, IL released a statement condoning what he said, which again, rightly so, because you don't say that, yeah? You're a professional in a professional capacity doing professional things. Yeah. You're being paid to be factual. Right? Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Little fatty. Oh, fatty bum bum. You know, what the hell is that?
Listen, let's I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
No.
But I'm going to give others the benefit of the doubt because sometimes they'll get things wrong, which I laugh at. Like, for example, the whole Ross McCausland thing where they said he's Scottish.
Yeah.
No. Or like when, I don't know, Omonia, for example, when Neil Lennon was announced as head coach, they put the Republic of Ireland flag there instead of the Northern Ireland one. These little things which you shouldn't be getting wrong. Or when they mistake a black player for another black player, or because they all look the same. Like, it's these dumb things that they come up with sometimes, like that, you know? All right, if he's going to say he's putting a bit of weight, he could say it in a different way, you know? But to be honest, Morgan Ferrier is built like a brick shithouse, bro. You could tell he pushes weights at the gym. And those shirts are skin tight as well. He looks massive.
Can you imagine if that commentator saw Akin Fenway? But yeah, again, the fact, I think it's more the fact that he said it, there's that awkward silence. change the subject quickly, and then he says it again. So he doubles down on it. So anyway,
Oh God.
he, so obviously I released a statement saying, yeah, that's not on.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I heard him say it as well, I sent you a message on WhatsApp being like,
I remember, yeah.
the commentator called Ferrier fat. But yeah, I unbelievable. They're like, out of all the game,
Yeah.
that thing shocked me. The other thing that shocked me as well is there was some substitutions that happened in the first half, and that is both the assistant referees had to have their flags changed. So you get this pause in the game, and you see the assistant referees run off the pitch, get new flags instead.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Now, AEL did put out a second statement. I think yesterday.
Yes.
It was yesterday, wasn't it? So,
Yes.
so this is a statement against the referee performance against Abuel and the referee team overall. So they expressed deep concern about the referee performance, but also to avoid a fine, they said that they do not make any reference to intent or purpose. However, the overall performance of the refereeing team revealed a clear inability to correctly apply the laws of the game and demonstrated a low level of refereeing competence. Now, that paragraph there is specifically there because they don't want to get fined. But then they took aim at the referee, the decision to not send off Piero Sotiriou, not send off Franz Bråsen. They then set up an issue against the fourth official, saying that he shouldn't have sent off Paulo Monteiro and should only have given Eleftheriou, who was head coach for that game because Hugo Martins was suspended, shouldn't have given him a red card for his celebrations for the goal at the end of the game. And then they said that they will no longer accept the fourth official at the game, which was Nicolas Yodis, to be in the refereeing team for AEL games from now on, and that the whole refereeing team is to be reported to all the relevant parties at the Cyprus FA. So despite starting it's like it was like 500 and something words, the statement, right? Despite starting it saying that they do not make any reference to intent or purpose, to be like, we're not taking aim at anyone in particular. However, these two fucking assholes.
Amazing.
Now,
absolutely amazing.
as well as the Sotiriou and the Bråsen complaints, they also said that it shouldn't have been a penalty that they conceded, which you actually see Thomas's foot just go.
Clipped him.
Yeah, he's clipped him. But yeah, I mean, listen, AEL and referees, they don't mix.
Well, I think AEL have overtaken Omonia's statement count from last season. Because Omonia were issuing statements every other week last season. And AEL managed to do 2 this week, which we're going to go into in just a bit. Let's get some comments up, Tasso, because Ruslan reckons neither were penalties. Pedro said it from the beginning of the year that AEL has players, and they got what's missing now from Achna, which is obviously the head coach. Best Champions League nights.
We've had better Champions League nights, but it's been
unless he's an Arsenal fan, because they won tonight and Liverpool got spanked. So yeah. Well, there you go, Stel. Now you have your last week's question answered on why fans are attacking the presenters. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He said he was a little overweight. He didn't say that he's black overweight.
Yeah, because you mentioned like some of the other mistakes some commentators have made because.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I know he didn't say that he's a black guy and he's overweight. I'm saying that in the past, I've seen players being called different black players' names, and I'm like, that's not him. Anyway, whatever. The commentator will redeem himself in the derby between Isle and Apollon. He will say Ferrier seems to seems to have lost a couple of pounds. Well, unfortunately, he'll be on Sida Vision then, Mihaly, so he can't redeem himself, unfortunately. It's only in cable. He's a cable net commentator. But anyway. That's all. Shall we move on?
Well, I mean, there's one more thing to talk about.
With your club, yes, correct.
Yeah, there's fucking waste of space. Right, so Maria Vasiliadou reported this morning on Supersport FM. Yes, I love this image. I love this image especially because I asked ChatGPT to develop this image, and instead of Petridis saying this is fine, it's the coffee cup that's saying this is fine.
Well, make it make sense.
It's beautiful. But anyway, yes. So Maria Vasiliadou reported this morning on Supersport FM on a meeting that occurred between the board of directors for the Apoel Football Club and the Somadio. And the discussions were apparently mostly based on the financial situation of the football club. Mm-hmm. From the company's side, they updated the Somadio with what's happening with the investors from Brazil. And Almeida, who, a month ago, Petridis was going on about, he's been in Cyprus for the last 3 months, and now he's got a Cypriot nationality and all this bollocks. Anyway, Almeida is now in Brazil, continuing negotiations. There hasn't been any progress for a long time, and now the margins of error are becoming bigger and bigger. The club representatives said that the matter is still open. So that's all well and good, isn't it? That's all well and good. It's still open. Beautiful. Anyway, it was also stressed that immediate solutions must be found for the debts related to social insurance, the state, and issues connected to the transfer embargo. Now, that's because on the 3rd of December, Apoel must appear again before the district court regarding the social insurance matters, and it is essential that the club shows compliance. So, I'm just going to remind everybody what Petridis said on the 23rd of October.
Got the pen.
Yeah.
He's got the pen.
Yeah, don't know what to say. For the love of God, wouldn't you be learning if I hadn't paid? Except I paid the taxes. Except there is a small case that is currently going through the courts.
And then he's like, have you got the reporter saying, you got my number?
Yeah, you got my number. You got my number. Yeah. Call me and we'll report the truth.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what.
Scatter!
Anyway, the man is treating all the stakeholders at the club as a joke, where there is potential investors, the Somadio, fans, whoever you want, right? We're all mild inconveniences at best for him, right? At worst, it's some dickheads that I've got to deal with, every weekend. I can't just sit around and twiddle my thumbs and do fuck all. Now, he's also got this thing with saying like the people that are against him at the club is only a couple of thousand people compared to the thousands and thousands and thousands of Apoel fans that still support him, right? He thinks you're a joke. The people that still support Petridis, he thinks you're a joke. He thinks you're idiots. Yeah? He's going to do what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, because he doesn't think anybody's going to stop him. Now, and that's reflected in specifically the press statement that the football club decided to put out. Shall we read it? Shall I do a voice to read it? Shall I do my Consuela voice to read it?
No, because I'm going to laugh.
Oh, I'm going to do it
Oh,
then. Right, here we go.
actually.
Here we go. No, the board of directors of the Hapoel Club wishes to inform that a joint meeting was held with the board of directors of Hapoel Football Public
Stop.
Limited, during which it was briefed on all matters concerning the football department. No, a new meeting has already been arranged for further discussion on the issues raised.
Fuck off.
No, toque a
Fuck off.
fuego. No. Yeah. Yeah. We had a meeting, and in that meeting, we talked about some stuff, and we've arranged another meeting to continue to talk about the stuff. There's nothing of substance there to explain to the fans. By the way, we're also doing the stuff that we said we were going to do. Nothing. Περιπέζησας πουλάσα σκάτα και εσείς αντίετε το και τρώτε το. For people who don't speak Greek, he's selling you shit and you're opening the package and you're just going Anyway.
Are you suggesting Aboa fans are motorboating shit?
I'm suggesting that Aboel fans that are still behind him are motorboating shit.
Fair.
Now, let's move on from that subject. Let's move on from Aboel because we finished talking about Aboel. We're going to talk about something completely different that has nothing to do with Aboel. And how do you say it? You can't dare to say this is about Aboel. Now, there have been some unverified rumors coming out that an owner of a company associated with a football club put a live bet on a game for their team to lose despite being 1-0 up, and that's on 80-1 odds. It's a very strange thing that occurred. That seemed to have happened with a club president. That's got nothing to do with anything else we've talked about so far. Well, this is the bit where you change the subject and then I repeat it again.
Répétez, s'il vous plaît.
Il y a quelqu'un qui, ils ont dit, il y a un grand problème parce qu'ils ont parié contre de leur équipe et le champignon a gagné parce que son équipe a perdu. Coucou tes champignons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
There you
go.
Anyway.
You didn't miss any Vrikishiki yet, Gulli. Don't worry about it. He's in Brazil and he's not coming back because Beatriz is working for free.
Yeah, he's talking about Almeida.
Yeah. Negotiations between Abo and the Brazilians should be studied because the negotiations, everything and nothing at the same time. Yeah.
Correct. Pedro says I've swallowed a frog. For people who might struggle with that comment.
Good night, Vassal. Good night. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Thank you. Have a good night's sleep. Anyway, should we move on?
We can move on, yes.
Should we move on? Let's move on from one sack of shit to another because Apollon beat Omonia by 2-0. But Apollon aren't the sack of shit. It was Omonia's defending that is effectively the sack of shit. Even though Apollon were down to 10 men through Diordu being sent off, second yellow card, even though the referee took forever and a day to give him the second yellow. But then Kvida scored a Pushkas award-worthy goal. We're running from the halfway line, beating 3 players and curling it into the top bins. And listen, if you don't challenge or try to challenge for the ball, you're going to concede goals. And for both of the goals, you could say the first one, perhaps Gusula should have been closer to the player. Perhaps Aguzul should have been drawn out wide, which fine, whatever. But that one there, Thasso, as great as both goals were, as great as Kavida's run was, as great as, switching it from his right foot to his left foot from 25 yards out was and putting it in the top bins. Evandro, what the fuck were you doing?
Like I've seen that. I've seen Vida's goal like 3 or 4 times, and the only way I can understand what happened there defensively is that because Gvida is the type of player that he is, they weren't expecting him to take a shot. They weren't expecting him to make the run, which is why they all stuck with the players that they were supposed to be marking and keeping an eye on. So
no, Thasso, no.
That's the only thing I can see there. I really, that's the only way.
Okay, let me
the
run
only
it
way I
back for
can
you.
see that, like, if we're making excuses for him.
Let me run it back for you.
Yeah.
Because this is where the pedant comes in out of me.
No,
or
please,
comes out,
please,
right?
please do.
So Kvida receives the ball.
Yeah.
Tankovic runs towards him and slips. Right. Now, the nearest man about to get the ball is Evandro. Check this out. There. Now,
And then-
you got Banayodu looking at the centre forward, trying to track his run.
Yeah.
You got the left back going for the wide man.
Yep.
And Kvida's on his own.
Yep.
Yeah, cheers.
Until too late, and then he's able to take the shot. Beautiful shot.
Yep.
Very proud of himself, as he should be. And obviously, right, so now Clinton getting sent off made things very difficult for Apollon. So there was a tactical change needed from Gatto. And he made a substitution, didn't he?
Yes.
So, yeah,
Yes.
Chicky's at right back. And then somebody came on.
Yeah. Kulli, this is for
Κάποιοι
you.
από αυτούς θα περάσουν, Γιώργο Λεωνίδου, στον αγώνα.
Ο Βρίκης και ο Σίκης είναι που θα περάσουν.
Περίμενε, Βρίκης.
Ο Βρίκης και ο Σίκης είναι που θα εισελθούν.
Ναι.
Yes! Βρίκη, σίκη, όλο μπαίνουν, βρίκη, σίκη, δεν μας φτάνουν, δεν μας δένουν, βρίκη, σίκη, χορεύει η κερκίδα με το ρυθμό, βρίκη, σίκη, γκολ και χαμός, Απόλλων Θεός.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Kulli,
Beautiful.
you wish. Now, there's one thing I need to say, and I'm not going to blame this performance, the result, on the referee. However, Diodu's red card, or should I say the second yellow card, for those of you that are able to watch this game again, just time how long it took for the referee to blow for a foul. Because initially, as the replay show, he said, play on.
Mhm.
And he seen Fabiano down and then decided 7 seconds later to blow the whistle. Now, the Apollon fans were obviously unhappy and decided to launch stuff at Fabiano. In fact, one object hit a steward. Anyway, it was only water, but anyway, whatever, it is what it is. But this is an issue that we have with referees in Cyprus. And if he had handled that situation much better than he did, none of that would have happened. Because it was a clear foul. And I don't care what the press officer, Apollon, said the day after, saying, oh, you didn't even touch him. He took him out.
Yep.
He took Fabiano out. And let's get it right. Fabiano's been in Cyprus for what, 6 years, right? Has he ever been known to feign injury or to do anything untoward? No.
Nope.
He's an utter gentleman, right? So he's been clipped. And the referee decided to wave play on. It's just bizarre. Deal with it there and then. But no. Again, utter ineptitude, incompetence, stupidity. And might I remind you lot that this is the same referee that last season, Omone should have had a penalty. And he went up to the fucking VAR and he said, the ball is too close to the hand I'm playing on. What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Utter shit show.
Pedro.
The leg was too close to the body. It doesn't matter if it moved. Yeah, the ball's too close to hand. It doesn't matter if it moved. I'm playing on. No penalty for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Now, with that, I think, is there anything else to talk about there?
No, nothing else to discuss. Nothing at all. So we'll move on. Now I can sleep. Well fed. All right, man. No worries. Right.
Bonne nuit.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. And now the final game. It was the new derby where Ari took the lead on 20 minutes through Connor Goldson against Pafos, but Correa equalized within 2 minutes and Mr. Clutch himself grabbed the second goal, second half, to win the game for Pafos. And yeah, they go top of the league. The champions are back in business, Thasso, are they not?
Yes, they are. They are back in business. We need to say, whilst the goals were shown between Aris and Pafos scoring as 2 minutes apart, that was actually because they went to VAR for a pretty long time for Connor Goldson's goal. The actual amount of play that happened between the two goals was about 27 seconds. It's as soon as the game kicked off from Aris's goal, Pafos lumped the ball forward and Correa scored the equaliser. Now, there was another refereeing issue during the game where in the 25th minute, there was a pretty blatant foul on Correa in the Aris box. In the Aris box. Anyway, the foul happens. Menelaos Antoniou blows the whistle and then gives a free kick further back for a foul that happened on, I can't remember.
Humble, I
who
think.
it was.
Is it Humble?
No.
Humble.
No, this was going to be a free kick for Pafos further back.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So it didn't blow for the penalty. It blew for the free kick further back.
Right.
And then gave the Aris play. He gave Musunda the yellow card for the foul.
Right.
Called back by VAR. VAR showing the penalty. And then after they showed him the penalty, it brought the passage of play even further back. Yeah. I think it's Bruno fouls Humble. So therefore, free kick to Ari. Penalty for Pafos. We got to a free kick to Ari near the halfway line.
Well, I don't know if I told you this, but Pafos were a little bit pissed off with the Ari goal because something happened prior to the goal. Let me see if I've got it. It's brilliant. So David Luiz wins the ball and he's blocked off by the referee. Let me take it back. He wins the ball and he's actually blocked off by the referee. And you're thinking, stop the play. No, and Ari continued to move the ball forward. And then obviously Pafos restart play. And then Ari win a free kick, which then leads to the goal. Now, my argument here is, I mean, at least 2 minutes pass before Ari win the free kick, which leads to the goal. So do Pafos have any argument here in this respect? I don't think so.
No,
personally.
man, and very big Simon. We're just complaining for the sake of complaining now.
Yeah, there you go. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
But somebody who did get involved in the refereeing matters of this game,
Yes.
who had nothing to do with it whatsoever,
Yes.
was friend of the pod, Nikos Leventis.
Yes.
Al press representative. He went on his, I think it's on Facebook, on his Facebook profile. He put out a passive aggressive message about the refereeing during the game. This is a translation. It looks like VAR is working normally tonight at the Bafiago. This time they must have switched on the monitors because a few weeks ago they forgot them on power saving mode. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. It's petty. I love it. I'm here for it.
The
I'm here for it.
pettiness. Unbelievable.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Go on.
No, that was it. That was it from me.
It wasn't a great game. I'm not going to lie to you. It wasn't like this entertaining, enthralling encounter. I think Ari really needs to take a long, hard look at themselves at the moment, because I'm not going to lie, this season they've been very, very underwhelming. Now, I don't know whether it's because it's a new head coach and they're still learning his style of play. I don't know whether it's because they wasted too long to sign players in the transfer window, especially in the center of midfield. I don't know whether it's because there are a couple of players that could be heading out the door. It could be anything right now, but they don't have European football.
Mm-hmm.
And teams like AEK or Monia that are still in the Conference League have been playing much better football in recent weeks.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. I agree with you. I would say you've got a new head coach, and there's been a big change around of personnel. Not just the head coach, not just the playing staff, but there's also been a lot of the background stuff as well that have changed around during the summer. Yeah.
Right, so let's get the league table up. Go on, Tazo.
So here we go. We've got Pafos top with 25 points. We've got Omonia in second with 23 points. AEK in third with 23 points. AEK in fourth with 23 points. Apoel in fifth with 21 points. Apollon in sixth with 19 points. AL in seventh with 16 points. Achna in eighth with 14 points. Agrita in ninth with 12 points. Olympiacos in 10th with 11 points. Anorthosi in 11th with 11 points. Omonia Radipo in 12th with 10 points. FC Grasava Digenis, Ipsona Eni Freedom 24, Grasava FC 24 49 57. Digenis Ipsona in 13th with 7 points. And Paralimni, without a win in 11 games, bottom with 1 point.
Now, this weekend, we have AEL against Apollon.
Mm-hmm.
If AEL win this, they go in the top 6.
They do.
And then it gets interesting, doesn't it?
It does get very interesting. It's a bit juicy.
There you go. Right, so there's that really for the Protathlima. But there's still more, isn't there, Tasso?
There's a bit more. There's a bit more. I'm going to try and be as brief as possible.
Smash it out.
So, first of all, we need to go to a second division game.
Yes.
This is Two Omonia, Two Furious versus Nea Salamina. Right? So, this is at the Gadokopia Bistorfi. The police released an image for the clubs to send out to the fans before the game to explain to them what is going on with regards to who is supposed to be sat where. So obviously green is with the green lot, red is with the red lot, and you've got this magenta stuff happening in the middle, which is called
magenta.
Now,
Magenta.
I've got a question for you
Why'd you say magenta?
because it's magenta.
Just say pink.
No, it's magenta.
It's pink or purple.
Okay, it's purpley pink. It's
Woke
chartreuse. It's
Woke nonsense.
chartreuse. Anyway, yeah. So the buffer zone, right? I understand the buffer zone in the south stand, right? Because
Yes.
you've got home and away fans. Why is there a buffer zone in the north stand?
I don't know. Maybe they think it's easier for the home fans to throw missiles at the away. I don't know.
Anyway, like I said, I already had questions about this before the game, which was specifically why that buffer zone at the top was needed. The second one is, I don't know if you remember Two Omonia, Two Furious playing at Gas Stadium last season.
Yes.
But
They didn't have anyone there.
remember, they had the home fans sat in one end and they had the away fans sat in the other end.
Yes.
For some reason, they didn't want to do that for this and instead decided to squeeze all the Nea Salamina fans, all 200 of them, in that small corner of the stadium. Right?
Hmm.
Now, in the end, it was a very entertaining game between the two teams. And Nea Salamina beat Two Omonia, Two Furious 3-2. Very good game to watch. However, and this is according to the statements from both the clubs. So we first start off with Nea Salamina, who reported that 2 children were injured due to the squeezed conditions of the 200 tickets that they were allowed. And first aid had to be administered to make sure that the kids were okay. They complained about both the police proposals and the conditions of the designated area, which they believe led to the injuries. Now, obviously, Two Omonia, Two Furious thought that was an attack on them as well as the police. So they released their own statement where basically they said that Nea Salamina kept requesting more tickets despite the constraints placed by the police for the game. And they also posted a picture of some of their fans being the ones that were administrating the first aid to the injured Nea Salamina fans. And then Nea Salamina released a separate statement clarifying a few things, which one of them was, despite the rule allowing for up to 10% of the away fans in the stadium, the police were the ones who restricted ticket allowances, even though both clubs tried to get the correct away allocation. So, the Gatokopia Bistrophy Stadium's got 3,000 people in, so 10% of that is 300. So Salamina should have had an extra 100 tickets given over. Now, they also thanked their opponents for the additional 50 VIP tickets handed over to veterans and ex-footballers of Nea Salamina. The game was played in a competitive and brilliant atmosphere. The complaints were only with the police.
Right.
So both clubs really didn't like how the police arranged the game. And to tell you the truth, again, I agree with both the clubs, because what the hell was that organization, right? Because the way that stadium works, you've got 2 entrances. You've got the one you've got in the one in the south stand, which is central, and then you've got the one in the north stand, which is to the side, right?
Yes.
But if you're squeezing the away fans into a small section of the south stand, that means both the home and the away fans need to use the same entrance. So if you're trying to separate the home and the away fans because you think there's going to be trouble, why are you making them use the same fucking entrance?
I don't know. Maybe because they trust them not to get into trouble.
Pas la vie. Illithi. Anyway, speaking of the police.
Yes.
For once, it seems they actually got themselves organized properly. What with Apoel versus AEL and Apollon versus Omonia happening at the same time, the same day, the police went into overdrive to make sure no huge incidents occurred. They set up a crisis center. They got their €1 million water cannons out. They had 5 anti-terror squads, as well as traffic and OPE squads on patrol. They also had plainclothes officers at the fan clubs to make sure that nothing kicked off the night before. They had police out on the highway to make sure that they didn't have fans meeting each other to and from the stadiums that they're going to make sure that all the trouble stopped. They also had drones out. And
drones?
Yeah. Now, one thing that didn't happen, however, was they didn't release any antagonistic statements saying that everybody who's going to the football is a massive shit and we're going to have loads of problems. They just got on and did what they were supposed to do.
Oh, well done.
Now,
well done.
Were there any big incidents?
No. Not that I know of. Not that I know of. That's all.
So who knew? Who knew that if you don't goad the fans into doing shit things, they end up not doing shit things?
No.
Who knew? Who knew?
No.
Everybody did their job correctly.
Let's see what happens at the weekend, Faso.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some statements before the game, and then everybody.
If it happens.
Yeah.
If it happens.
And then everybody around Ruslan is going to start some shit.
Look at this. Watch the police fuck up next week during the Limassol derby again.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to antagonize the fans. There's going to be some problems, and they're going to be like, okay, well, specifically, we won't have any fans at these specific games. And then they'll say AEL, Apollon, Apoel Omonia, and one or two others, as a compromise to not having away fans at all games. Anyway, that's the police banter round. I've got one more thing before we move to Vrionides, and this is the Cup second round draw.
Yes.
So this
now
is
GK Barry didn't do it, and there weren't any comments about lesbians. Just saying.
Okay.
I'll send you the clip later.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. Right. So the second round draw was made despite the fact that there's still 2 games of the first round to go.
Yes.
And we've got, so there's a couple of crackers in this. We've got Aris versus AEL.
Yes.
We've got Olympiacos versus Omonia Radipo. We've got Nea Salamina versus the Yenis Morpho. Apoel versus Abea. That's a huge game, that one. Spartakos or Ethnikos versus Paralimni. Pafos versus Akritas.
No.
Apollon versus Karmiotissa or Anorthosi.
Oof.
And Omonia versus AEK.
Well.
So,
well.
Yeah, so there's the potential for 3 derbies, which means 3 of Apollon, Anorthosi, Ari, AEL, AEK, and Omonia are guaranteed to be out at the second round.
Yep.
Which is an absolute disaster for any of those teams to be out in the second round of the cup.
Yep.
So that's going to be one spicy meatball. Now, on top of that, there's also going to be at least 1 second division team that's going to be in the quarterfinals. Because now Salamina are playing the Yenis Morpho.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Interesting. It's hotting up.
Yeah.
And it's 1 game also. Yeah, 1 game. Yeah.
Yep.
Not 2 legs, 1 game. Thank goodness.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a belter this week, isn't there? From
There
Vrioni.
is a belter, and
I'm looking forward to it because you mentioned it, but you didn't say the full story. In fact, you
yeah.
didn't tell me anything. You just said it was this game. So I'm excited. So let's go.
It's time to spin the wheel. What is coming? We don't know. Spin the wheel now.
Our favorite sports judge is back, and boy, has he got some fines this week.
Yes. So this is in particular for the Olympiacos Lefkosias under 18 girls team. Right? Now, how do I go about
It must be serious if you're struggling to get the words out.
yeah.
Pinel.
So the team has been fined because in the 69th minute of the match, in the 69th minute of the match, the game was interrupted because the team left the pitch. Yeah. Now, so that's a fine.
Right.
There was also an incident caused by a fan of the team after the match was stopped. That's another fine. We've got Alexandra Toumazou, who was a coach at Olympiacos Lefkosia's women's team. She caused the match to be interrupted due to the team leaving the field of play in the 69th minute. And she has been banned until 15th of May 2026 and fined. Rafaela Andreu, who's an assistant coach at Olympiacos Lefkosia's women's team, caused the match to be interrupted due to the team leaving the field of play in the 69th minute and has been banned until the 15th of May 2026 and fined.
Pinel.
Ioannis Aspragis, who is a coach for Olympiacos Lefkosia's women's team.
Johnny Little White.
He was in the Johnny White, yeah.
Little White.
He was so I think he's the head coach of the team normally.
Okay.
But due to a suspension, he was in the stands during the first half. And he's been fined for what he did in the stands.
Okay.
And this was all so basically the game was stopped in the 69th minute for a bit. And this is between Olympiacos Lefkosia and Achna.
Under 18s.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say why the game was stopped, does he?
No, it just says it was stopped in the 69th minute.
So, okay, fine. I need to know what's happened here.
Yeah, so do I. I don't know what happened, but yeah. For the coaches to basically walk the team off in the 69th minute.
Well, it tells us possibly one thing. Maybe a player was racially abused.
In an under-18 girls game.
You think that doesn't happen?
But I mean, you've got to be some kind of wrong.
Well, Olympia got under 18s, women's, right? Let's see. I mean, if I were to look at their recent results, I'm just going to try and find them now. Fucking hell, under 18. Oh, yeah, because they're under 18 Amazon, isn't it? That's what they call it. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at their lineup. They didn't have any. Well, it looks like they're all made up of Cypriots. I mean, there's one that's got what looks like an Eastern European name, and she's 50. She's 15 years old. So why would? I don't know, man.
I really don't know.
Or maybe a decision went against them and they lost their shit.
Yeah, but there isn't even like a yellow card or anything in the
Yeah.
69th minute. I really don't know.
Mad. No clue. No clue. I'll tell you what is going to be interesting though, Thassa, right? Omonia women played Ari women at the weekend, and 2 Omonia members of staff were sent off.
Yes.
One of them was Delevando, who's a video analyst for the main squad, the men's squad. That he was actually the assistant coach last season, and he actually took charge of a couple games as well, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And also, I think the assistant coach was sent off at full time. But Omonia scored the penalty like in the 98th minute, so maybe he was arguing with it. I mean, that's one that I'm going to be looking out for next week. So, yeah.
Ruslan's trying to get us into trouble.
I'm not going to read it out, Ruslan. I shouldn't even pull it up. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one. But hey, I guess the rest are just fines and all that because there wasn't any games that week.
Yeah, it's mostly just fines and some games not going ahead. In the youth leagues.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll tell you what, though, you mentioned the youth leagues. Have you seen some of the results in like the under 14s and the under 15s?
Yeah, there's some.
There's like been 5-5s. There's been like a 17-1 or something stupid like that, man. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on there, but hey. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway. Is that it?
That is it.
That's it.
It's time to spin the wheel. What is coming? We don't know. Spin the wheel now.
Now, I wasn't planning on doing this, but for those of you who watch our new podcast, This is Goba, which is about the now defunct London-based Cypriot League, which was created in 1975. Quite a few former Premier League players started in the Goba League. And on Tuesday, we have probably the biggest name to ever played in the Goba League booked for an interview. Hopefully it's going to go ahead. I'm sure it will because, as I said, it's booked for it. But barring any hiccups, we've got a new guest coming up.
I remember playing against Sir Les Ferdinand, who played for Upner back in the day.
So there you go. Les Ferdinand is booked for This is Goba. And I'll tell you what, when you watch those goals, Tasson, I don't know if you're old enough to remember those goals. I certainly do. Gets me thinking, what our culture has done for some footballers. And maybe, and again, this isn't a disrespect to Mr. Ferdinand, but maybe if it wasn't for Achna, he might not have ended up where he ended up.
My comment to that would be is the fact that the league is no longer continuing is how many players have fallen by the wayside because they haven't had that outlet anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure.
Something to think about for you Charluthka out in London.
Anyway, on that note, don't forget to give us a follow on Instagram and X at This Is Mappa. Give Pafos a follow at Flares Cafes. We will be back next week. And hopefully it will be a calmer episode. But again, it's a Limassol derby, so you never know. Hade, good night, boys and girls.
Pas des champignons. Sortez les champignons. On veut pas les champignons.